How much clarity do you have on the path to the good life? Thankfully, we don't have to navigate the path alone. We have one another and the many great thinkers that have come before us. As Seneca advised in On the Happy Life, look to those who have already traveled the path before starting out on any venture. Regarding the good life, we are wise to turn to the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, that's also what we want to reveal to you today. Not only women who are 92 but has tips to look like 30, but men also. Now, we're going to share with you the tips that Marcus Aurelius used to maintain his happy life even though he has entered middle age. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. One of the greatest texts about happiness and living well wasn't written by a self-help expert, spiritual leader, or psychologist. It was written by Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, and it may completely change your perspective on dealing with life's challenges. Before we dive deeper into Marcus's secrets to maintaining happiness, let's first explore the philosophy that made him famous. The foundation in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and a Stoic philosopher, emphasized the power of personal perception and inner resilience. Stoicism, the philosophical school he is often associated with, advocates for a life led by virtue and reason, with a strong focus on the things within our control. In 167 AD, Aurelius wrote the Meditations, a 12-book compendium of personal writings, originally written in Greek, that reflect his extensive study of Stoic philosophy. Aurelius is now regarded as one of the most famous proponents and philosophers of Stoicism, an ancient Greek and Roman school of thought originating in the Hellenic period concerned with how to cultivate a mindset to deal effectively with any events or emotions. What sets Stoicism apart from other philosophies is its fundamental belief that there are only a few aspects of life over which we have control: our character, our actions and reactions, and how we treat others. Everything else, including our health, reputation, and wealth, lies outside our control or rests in the hands of fate. The last of the 5 good emperors, Aurelius, ruled over Rome for 20 years until the time of his death in 180 AD. He is widely regarded as one of the most respected emperors in Roman history. And this is one of the huge spiritual legacies that he left. Life's happiness, Aurelius said, depends upon the quality of your thoughts. In the Meditations, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you carry out every present task by following right reason assiduously, resolutely, and with kindness, if, rather than getting distracted by irrelevancies, you keep your guardian spirit unspoiled and steady, as though you had to surrender it at any moment. If you engage with the task not with expectations or evasions, but satisfied if your current performance is in accord with nature, and if what you say and express is spoken with true Roman honesty, you'll be living the good life, and there's no one who can stop you from doing so." The crux of his philosophy is the notion that while we cannot control what happens to us, we can control our reactions to the events of our lives. And this gives us immense strength and freedom. It's easier said than done, yes. But Aurelius's own life is proof positive of this maxim. The emperor faced great struggles throughout his life, and his reign was marred by near-constant warfare and disease. His brother and parents also died at a young age. Aurelius learned how to live within his soul, or inner citadel, as he put it, a place of peace and equanimity. Living from this space, he believed, gave him the freedom to shape his own life by controlling his thoughts. Life may not give you what you want, but it will give you what you need. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. This is what he told the world. Stoicism teaches us to accept what is beyond our control and find peace amid uncertainty. This is especially relevant in times of global crises when many aspects of life are unpredictable. Control is important to us psychologically, but if the Stoics are to be believed, we only have control over three things: our character, how we treat others, and our actions and reactions. This is what's known as the control test, which is a pillar of Stoic philosophy. If you can try to apply it to your own life to make an assessment of what you should and shouldn't worry about. Once you start seeing life on these terms, it can be very freeing. One of the upsides of following the control test is tranquility. If you can't control something, then there's no point in worrying about it or getting angry. That's just a waste of energy. Instead, your energy should be focused on making the most of what you can control. By the way, he advised us to aim for ataraxia, not euphoria. It's impossible to feel euphorically happy all of the time. Instead, Stoics say we should aim for tranquility. They had names for it: ataraxia, meaning a lucid state of robust equanimity characterized by ongoing freedom from distress and worry. Ataraxia is a word that has fallen out of modern usage, but it shouldn't have. We need it more than ever. The role of mindfulness and self-awareness. One of the most attractive aspects of Stoicism is its ability to provide a framework for living a meaningful life. In a world full of digital distractions, individualism, and comparison culture, Stoicism reminds us to focus on our character, actions, and contributions to society. It encourages us to acknowledge the brevity of life and our limited time on Earth, urging us to make the most of the present moment. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. A profound statement attributed to Marcus Aurelius encapsulates a timeless wisdom that resonates deeply with the human experience. In contemporary times, this quote finds resonance in various psychological theories, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. CBT operates on the principle that our thoughts significantly influence our emotions and behaviors. Thus, cultivating positive, realistic thinking patterns can lead to a more fulfilled and happier life. Being mindful of our thoughts is a vital step in enhancing their quality. This involves observing our mental patterns without judgment and understanding the triggers of negative thinking. Self-awareness allows us to challenge and reframe our thoughts, aligning them more closely with reality and positivity. Applying this wisdom in daily life can start with small, consistent practices. Keeping a gratitude journal, practicing positive affirmations, and engaging in reflective meditation are practical ways to improve the quality of our thoughts. It's about creating a mental space where positivity is nurtured and negativity is acknowledged, but not dwelled upon. Many of us live frantic, high-octane lives, and we may fantasize about getting away from it all by going on a meditation retreat or taking time off from work to travel. But, as Aurelius strongly believed, you don't need to escape your environment to find a sense of calm. We can access serenity at any time in our own minds. People look for retreats for themselves in the country, by the coast, or in the hills, Aurelius wrote. There is nowhere that a man can find a more peaceful and trouble-free retreat than in his own mind. So constantly give yourself this retreat and renew yourself. Taking a mental retreat through a meditation practice, or simply by bringing more mindfulness into your day, has been linked to mental health benefits. Meditation has been shown to improve memory and attention, lower stress levels, enhance emotional well-being and sleep quality, and boost creativity and productivity. Treat life as an old and faithful friend. Challenge is a lesson. However, it still remains a challenge. While the idea of controlling our happiness through thoughts is empowering, it's important to acknowledge the challenges. Mental health issues, external circumstances, and life stresses can make it difficult to maintain positive thinking. Therefore, seeking a balance and being gentle with ourselves during tough times is crucial. Marcus Aurelius's quote is a timeless reminder of the power we hold within our minds. By cultivating quality thoughts, we can influence our happiness and overall life satisfaction. However, it's important to approach this with balance and realism, understanding that while our thoughts have immense power, they are just one part of the complex tapestry of human happiness. Aurelius accepted that trials and challenges were an unavoidable part of life, but his belief that life and the universe were fundamentally good helped him to accept the tough stuff. The argument goes like this: because life as a whole is as good as it can be, the parts of life are as good as they can be, so we should love, or at least accept, every part of life. But Aurelius took it even one step further, arguing that obstacles are actually our greatest opportunities for growth and advancement. They force us to re-examine our path, find a new way, and ultimately empower ourselves by practicing virtues like patience, generosity, and courage. The impediment to action advances action, he wrote. What stands in the way becomes the way. There is good in everyone. Aurelius isn't expressing blind optimism when he advises his readers to find common ground with others and seek the good in every person they encounter. In politics and life, Aurelius had experienced how people could be selfish and hurtful to others. He lived through wars and uprisings, and yet he chose not to let the actions of others get to him. Instead, he always remembered that there is some of the divine in each of us. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, "The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own, not of the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine. And so none of them can hurt me." Aurelius believed that all men are made to cooperate with one another, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth. True peace comes from within. Whenever you feel tired of this life, take a deep breath and remember these words from Aurelius. True understanding is to see the events of life in this way. You are here for my benefit, though rumor paints you otherwise, and everything is turned to one's advantage when he greets a situation like this. You are the very thing I was looking for. Truly, whatever arises in life is the right material to bring about your growth and the growth of those around you. This, in a word, is art, and this art called life is a practice suitable to both men and gods. Everything contains some special purpose and a hidden blessing. What then could be strange or arduous when all of life is here to greet you like an old and faithful friend? Hoping that these pieces of advice from Marcus Aurelius can help you to aim for a healthy life, as he wanted when he opened Stoic philosophy.